Hello, everyone. Welcome to Vanished Chicagoland Stories, the podcast. I'm your host, Pete Costanis. This is episode 125, season 5. And today's date is May 3rd, 2022. And I am back after a week of some crazy events that happened to me health wise. Today, I will talk about something personal. I'll talk about my journey in the hospital. I will go into detail and what's next for me. Also, I'll do a wrap up of last week's Chicagoland posts on my Facebook page. Right now, the program will go into a commercial break, and this program is brought to you by The Perfect Cup coffee. And I vaguely remember this. It's another one of those decaffeinated brands that were very popular in the 1970s. And here's a commercial from 1976. Enjoy, everyone.
Milestones in coffee. Egypt, the year 852. Shepherd first tastes a coffee bean. He likes it. London, 1652. Coffee becomes well known. San Francisco, 1903. Coffee is kept fresh with the vacuum. New York, 1939. Instant coffee becomes popular. Cleveland, 1966. Freeze-dried coffee arrives. And now, 1976, another milestone, the perfect cup. Coffee that removes bitter taste while reducing the caffeine. As the caffeine is reduced, bitterness and roughness go out. And at 50% less caffeine than regular coffee, smoothness and richness take over. The perfect cup. Coffee that's finally here after hundreds of years.
Okay, everyone, I am back. I hope you enjoyed that commercial. Like I said before, I remember this commercial vaguely. It was broadcast in the 1970s. This product is from General Foods. It's the Perfect Cup coffee, another decaffeinated brand. It didn't last long. It's just like Brim, High Point, and Sanka still around. So there's a lot of them. And it was very interesting. I stumbled upon it on YouTube. I just put it on. Okay. At the beginning of the program, I'm going to talk about my latest journey in the hospital and what's coming up next. And I will do a recap of last week's Vanished Chicagoland Facebook page on my posts. I didn't post that many, but I'll do it anyway. First off, this is what happened to me. I felt a little heavy and not a headache, but I felt weak and tired. So I made an appointment to my urologist on April 1st because my regular doctor called me and he says, your kidney function is elevated. And it sounds very serious. And so he said, call your urologist. And I did. So I did call, and he's also a nephrologist, and he told me to come in. And I took a blood test before, and I arrived there, and he says, you have acute urinary retention, which means you haven't peed in days. Or a lot of days, and it's held, and then there was an obstruction. It held back, and my legs were swollen, and it was horrible. So he wanted to put a catheter in, but he realized then it was very, like I said, very serious. So he suggested I go to the hospital. And I said, fine, because it was too painful. So I had to drop my mom home, because she can't drive. She's not far away. So we had to drive home, and then she could drive me to the hospital. So I stayed at McNeil Hospital in Berwyn, and they admitted to emergency room. They prepped me up, and the operation was done about 4:30 in the afternoon, and it was very successful. They applied a catheter on me. Excuse me. Then they took me to my room, and then it was hanging on my bed for the whole time. Excuse me. Then drink some water. Another thing, they suggest I drink a lot of water, so I am. Okay. I stayed there for, excuse me, for 3 days, and everything went fine. I had no appetite for a couple months, and I found out why, really. I probably had COVID, because it affects your taste, and I didn't even know about it. So I couldn't eat meat because it tastes like paper. No hamburgers, beef, chicken, fish, turkey, pork, nothing. It tasted crap. I hated it. But I tasted sweet stuff, and that was fine. And I lost a lot of weight. I think I lost about 20 pounds, last I've heard. Anyway, so I was in bed, and they fed me. And I was doing fine. They took my blood pressure, and everything was okay. Took my temperature, but I have no COVID, so I've regained my taste as of a couple of days ago. So that's good news. Slowly. Anyway, the doctors came in and told me you have the acute um, urinary retention. Also, you have a kidney stone and it's blocking. So I spoke to the nephrologist. He came over. I met him the first time. Very nice man. And he said, "We're going you schedule an appointment to see me and have the kidney stone removed." Also, the keratin, I think it's keratin. I don't know what it's called. I forgot that it's affecting your kidneys. It was 4.4. It's so high, very dangerous. Now, as far as I know, it's 2.6, so it's dropped. So we'll see. Once the kidney stone is removed, I think I'll be back to normal. We'll see about that. Anyway, I was released Saturday afternoon. I feel a little weak. I'm very tired. So I take 3 pills. I take my regular blood pressure medicine, and I take Flomax and some other one, oxybutrin, to relax the bladder. And the Flomax is for the flow of the urine. They took me off one other blood pressure medicine. Thank God. I didn't need it, but I still have to take it out. And my blood pressure is normal. So the past few days, I'm recuperating, just catching up on my emails and doing that. And thank you for all your comments and texts. I've been reading them in the hospital. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm very honored, very grateful, and pleased. I am so I just felt like crying. I really do, because a lot of people care. My family was worried about me, and people I go to church, go to school, work, even the media. Thank you, for your support. I really, really appreciate it. Anyway, next, so the catheter was removed yesterday on Monday. Very painful. They applied like an injection, and it's burning. It's like, ugh, awful. I suggest all men not to go through this, please. It's not a picnic. Oh, it's awful. Also, they took me off the Orgovix for the prostate cancer. And I don't know when I'll be back on it, because my PSA went up a bit. It went up 1 point. There was the other reason that I had acute urinary retention was after I had my operation and went through radiation, there's some scar tissue left, and it blocked it. So I believe it's removed, and it's much better. Finally, I took a shower and all cleaned up and all that. I still had the catheter, but there's still glue on my leg, so I had to remove it. So it's terrible. And so today I'm waiting for a phone call to schedule to have the kidney stone removed, and there is a stent in my penis. There is a stent in there, so they'll do a double removal. I don't know when it'll be. It'll be probably this week. I don't know if I have to stay in the hospital. I have no idea, no clue. I don't know how big the stone is. Could be small, could be big. I feel no pain, none whatsoever. I'm all right. I'm a little weak when I stand. I had a huge headache last night. I took some Tylenol, slept like a baby. And I slept on my stomach for the first time in days. Oh, it was heaven. I loved it. I can't sleep on my back. It's impossible for me to do that. Anyway, so I'm halfway done. So hopefully when the kidney stones remove and I go back to normal, I probably have to wear a diaper for a few days for leakage. And so we'll see about that. But I'm heading straight to normalcy. That's wonderful. I'm very blessed. It's an interesting week. It really is. And my friends were worried about me because I look terrible, and I lost a lot of weight. Not the way I wanted to, but that's how it is. So I'm regaining my appetite. Also, I'm going to resume my walking as soon as it's over. Bought some new gym shoes. Can't wait before I got sick, so I can't wait to wear them and start walking. Maybe go back to the mall, get some exercise, so I'll feel better. And eating right, so we'll see. Okay. Right now, we're going to talk about last week's post on Vanished Chicagoland, and I have a few doozies you'll be interested to know. Let's start off with a few things. Okay. Here we go. First off, I posted a menu. It was called Richard's Driving Cafeteria. Kind of cute. And they were there in the 50s, probably the early 60s. And I found a menu on eBay. And they had, so far at the time, they had 4 locations. One at 1935 North Harlem in Chicago. That's about Armitage, like that. One in Lincolnwood on Lincoln Avenue. The other one was in Wilmette in Green Bay Road. And the other one was near Evergreen Park Plaza, west of 95th Street. I didn't know that. I don't know much about this establishment, but it sounds. A lot of people remember it. They said it was pretty good. It was like Henry's Hamburgers in a way. So that's good. It was cool for me to find this. I posted it. Some people remember. Also, I posted my latest updates from the hospital, and thank you very much again for everybody. I did that. Also, I posted a entrance of the Riverview Park, amusement park in Chicago, provided for the Sun-Times. Thank you. And it's a black and white photo. It looks gorgeous. Everyone still misses that park. They really do. Okay. And last Saturday, Dinkle's Bakery closed. And that's so sad because I've never been to this place. I wish I did. My brother did when he lived on the north side. And he said it was awesome. The food was delicious. Pastries, donuts, coffee cake. You got it. But the Mr. Dinkle, I forgot his name, his sons didn't want to carry on the business. Young people are not interested in that. They're too health conscious. And I think they're getting overboard with this. Moderation is the key for me, Don't be deprived of everything, It's kind of silly. You eat what you want and be careful. It works. Trust me. Anyway, next up, I posted about, creature features. I always do that. I was a little late. There were 2 movies that I think premiered April 29th, 1972. 2 were The Black Cat. I think that came out 1934 or 1940, I forgot. It starred Bela Lugosi and Boris Karloff. Good movie. I love that movie. Also, there was Black Friday. Now, there were 2 Black Fridays. One was 1962. That was from Italy. That starred Barbara Steele. That's not the one. This one was in 1940 or 34. And it's something of a gangster movie. And it's a horror movie. And I remember that. They're both on DVD in the Universal movies. I still have them. They're fun to watch. Kind of cheesy at times, but so what. Anyway, next up, I found a Weebles bag from Weebles Department Store with the handles. And the green and white design. Beautiful. I love it. I miss that store. So does everyone else. We need that back. We need that store back. Just like Carson's, just like Marshall Fields. Bring them back. We need department stores. Amazon doesn't cut it. It's convenient, but we need to browse. We need to look. We need to fit our clothes. It's wonderful. These young people don't get it. I mean, come on. They want boom, boom, boom. They're too lazy. It's just a lazy generation. Just get off your butt and go shopping. You'll be amazed. I still do that. Okay, next up, I found a carry case made out of silver from the Hub Giant Roller Rink. And that was located at 4510 North Harlem Avenue in Chicago. A lot of people remember this place. They love that roller rink. I'm going to go into more detail about that place. Maybe do roller rinks of the past in a future episode. It'd be a lot of fun. It really would. Like Oak Lawn Roller Rink or what's that one? Rainbow, the one in Uptown neighborhood. Fun. There's still a few around, but I will talk about those. This should be an interesting topic. It really was. I've roller skated once at Oak Lawn Roller Rink. When I was a teenager, I fell down a lot of times, but it was okay. I skated. I never tried. I don't think I want to. But roller skate was fun. And it's been like that since the 40s and the 50s. It was big in the 50s and the 60s. That's what teenagers did. They still do. And it's a family event. And it's a family activity to do. It really is. So that's nice. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Okay, this will be a short episode. I apologize. So I have nothing else to say. So my next episode, probably doing this weekend because it's Mother's Day. And that would be fun. This is episode 125. Next, this is the last show of the season. So starting episode 126, I'll do my sixth season, which will be interesting. Got a lot of things to talk about. A lot of things. And I'll keep you posted on my health, see what goes. And if I hear anything about today's operation, I will post it on my Facebook page, all my social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Yeah, just be on the lookout. I will let you know. And thank you again, everyone, for your support and your comments. I love you all. I really do. And it's amazing. And I will continue. This is not going to stop me. No way. It's not going to stop. I'm gonna keep on going. Keep on going. Be positive. Okay. All right, that'll be all for today. For episode 125. I talked about my latest journey in the hospital and what's coming up next. Also, the posts from last week's Vanished Chicagoland on my social media accounts. So, this is Pete Castana signing off. Thank you again. Bye-bye for now. And here's Ray saying bye for now for a little traveling music. Oh, I miss him. So here we go. So long, everyone.
We have to go. Bye, bye, bye.